Orlando, Florida, and we're going to cover kind of a slew of stories that revolve around a theme that we've discussed on this podcast, and we'll continue discussing because it continues happening, and it's crazy. It's about cops constantly all over the country arresting sober drivers for DUI. And so many towns and states have reported on this in a localized fashion, but I haven't really seen any like broad like analysis of like what is going on broadly. So we're going to start here with the opposite side of this coin. In Orlando, Florida, reading here from WFTV, 9 investigates finds hundreds of Florida law enforcement officers have been caught driving drunk. So it's not that they're just arresting us for driving sober. They're out here having a good hell of a time driving drunk. So a driver traveling on Old Kings Road in Palm Coast was concerned when they spotted a silver Nissan Titan all over the road in the middle of the night. They told the 911 dispatcher that the driver had gone onto a curb and was now in a McDonald's parking lot. The driver was a Daytona Beach police officer. He told deputies when they arrived to find his truck on a curb and crash into a utility pole that a woman had been driving the truck. That woman was nowhere to be found. Yeah.
When all else fails. She was Asian. Just fucking going through every
Don't worry,
stereotype.
y'all. I know all the beer cans on the ground and me with my hands currently on the steering wheel. It looks a little suspicious but trust me, it was a woman. It was a woman. She ran away. You know how women are, always driving and running away from us.
Dad.
So the woman was nowhere to be found. It's cases like this that prompted 9 investigates to start looking into law enforcement officers arrested for driving under the influence earlier this year. And by the way, I love this. Doing this podcast has really given me an appreciation for all the local news stations out there doing real investigative reporting like this shit right here. So shout out 9 investigates. So they looked into it. 9 Investigates has been digging into this for 7 months and found case after case of officers getting jammed up and caught driving drunk. And the hundreds that we found where an officer lost their certification or it was suspended, all those hundreds may not even be all of them. Like there's probably way more. WFTV found officers got pulled over for DUI, but only faced department discipline and not an arrest. Another was allowed to call a friend to drive him home. And some officers pleaded down to a reckless driving ticket with no DUI arrest on their record. 9 Investigates filed dozens of public records requests, wondering just how often those sworn to protect the public are instead putting other drivers at risk. We uncovered 379 Florida law enforcement officers who have lost their certification or had it suspended statewide over the last 5 years because they were caught driving drunk.
That's crazy because cops already drive drunk. Like when they in their police vehicles, they already just be turning on their lights just to go past the fucking red. And you're like, nigga, you didn't need to do any of that. Like cops are literally the most reckless drivers.
They pull us over for texting while driving. They got a laptop. They got a whole fucking home entertainment
iPad
system in their car.
Sir, you have a 53-inch screen TV.
Yeah, dude, playing Call of Duty and shit.
You got Fortnite going on.
Yeah.
No, that shit always blows me. I'm like, so
and of course, cops are drinking and driving. Like, of course they are. I'm constantly coming across.
Cops are like, we're a rapist.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'm driving around with vials, meeting up with children. You gonna get me on drinking and driving?
What?
Fuck off, dude.
God. This ain't nothing. I've murdered people. Straight the fuck up murder.
He's like, officer, is that a bottle of vodka on the? He's like, oh, you wish it was a bottle of vodka. Ew, disgusting. All right, you know what we actually do? We actually are going to take you to jail. This is gross.
I thought it was foam.
Thought it was Grey Goose. No. But yeah, of course, cops be drinking and driving. Just like you said, like the shit
I want to get drunk tonight. Sorry.
The shit that they do get caught doing, like when I'm, rounding up articles for each episode every week, there's so many of cops getting caught drinking and driving, and I don't include them on the headline roundup because they just simply don't make the cut.
Yeah.
It's like they're out here raping children and murdering grandmas, as we'll see later in this very episode. The drinking and driving doesn't even make the cut.
Matter of fact, it had to make a super cut where hundreds of them were.
Yes, exactly.
We had to put them all in one story.
Yeah, we can't have our whole episode be the headline roundup.
Cop caught drunk. Cop caught drunk. Cop caught drunk.
That's what it would be. So of course they're drinking and driving, and when they get caught, they get like suspended. They're not getting charged. They're not going to jail like we would, like the rest of us.
It's such a prolific phenomena that imagine you're a cop who just got pulled over. You're drunk and you got pulled over by another cop, and he's like, registration's license for the officer. He's like, nigga, you drunk too? Like, it's like a snake eating tail of drunkenness. Like, you back of my vehicle, you getting back of my vehicle. It's like fighting each other. So I hope some type of Scooby-Doo shenanigans would happen like that as well.
Yeah. And speaking of, two more stories from this week that relate to drinking and driving, but relate to the other side of it, of cops. And this is happening all over. In Colorado, in Georgia, in Tennessee, we'll be talking about. In Hawaii, we'll also be talking about today. But all over, there are isolated cities and states where the local news is investigating how many of their drivers are being arrested and charged with DUI when they are completely sober. So this is happening all over the fucking country. So first we'll be reading from Hawaii News Now. Internal memo warned that officers were arresting sober drivers for DUI, but the practice has continued. So Honolulu is one of the places where this is an ongoing phenomenon that they're investigating. And here's the most recent story that even internally they knew this was happening. A high-ranking Honolulu...
Stop arresting these sober people, guys.
Can we please stop?
Guys, this is just a man who's just like, sir, I am completely speaking English. I am that's so funny to me.
They're all like, they're all like in their beer pong game, like, dude.
Here comes this fucking buzzkill. Okay, if you're not drunk, what's going on with your face? I'm just cross-eyed, bro. I'm just... Tell it to the judge.
What? I forgot about the cross-eyed cop character that you've been working on. That he keeps pitching to me.
The cop thinks a guy who's cross-eyed is drunk.
Yes. I get it. He's cross-eyed.
What a genius bit that I've done.
Sorry. Look, you didn't yes-and me last episode. I'm not yes-anding you this episode.
I forgot. I'm
sorry. All right. So, a high-ranking Honolulu police officer warned the department that sober drivers were being arrested for DUI, but the practice continued despite the alert. On February 26, 2024, then HPD Major Mike Lambert hand-delivered a memo to Assistant Chief Calvin Tong. The department called for an investigation into cases where officers arrested drivers for operating a vehicle under the influence of intoxicants despite breath alcohol results of 0.0. That's right. They're literally making them blow, and they get a 0.0.
How do you
And they're like, oh, you're going to jail, buddy. 0.0, that means it's a 0% chance you're sober right now, buddy. That's what that means.
Sounds like another broken field sobriety test.
Yeah.
Clearly it's broken.
Yeah. We're going to go arrest the CEO of this company right after this. Lambert conducted an internal audit, checking all DUI arrests in the prior year where drivers were released and never charged. The audit identified 166 instances, with 36 being strictly alcohol-related cases.
This is so fucked up.
Yes.
This is just wholeheartedly fucked. Like, damn, they're just clearly... Sorry. Yeah, they're just clearly doing it like they're not even being charged.
Yeah, they're being arrested. I mean, but that's the better case scenario. The worser case scenario is when they fucking do get charged. That also happens.
Jesus.
So of those alcohol-related cases, 11 involved officers who reported smelling alcohol coming from the vehicle.
It's coming from your breath, nigga.
Yeah.
Something smells like my favorite whiskey around here.
Yeah.
What the?
Something smells like 12 shots of SoCo around here.
The officer gives his field sobriety and says 0.0. Oh, something's wrong. Let me try. 8.6. All right, we're using this one.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with this one. You're under arrest.
So, okay. Of those alcohol-related cases, 11 involved officers who reported smelling alcohol coming from the vehicle rather from the driver, making field sobriety tests unjustified, according to the memo. The warning came 2 months after HNN Investigates exposed the issue with the arrest of Amin Fupele, apologies for pronunciation, and others who were jailed despite having no alcohol in their system. Quote, somebody should get in trouble if they squashed it, though, because that major made a major allegation. It should have been investigated, said Jonathan Burge, an attorney and former HPD officer. HPD provided a list of DUI arrests that took place after Lambert sent the memo. HNN Investigates found 82 more arrests where drivers were released, not charged, with breath results of 0.0.
Yeah, this is crazy. That's so fucked up. Just ruining their record like that. That's so. They can't even DUI. You can't even go into Canada with a DUI.
Damn.
They won't even let. Now these people can't even.
So stone sober, just picked up your kids from work. Now this fucking drunk cop pulls you over. Like, how many drinks have I had, or fuck?
Yeah. Drive me home. Drive me to the precinct. Here, take us to jail.
Yeah.
He's like,
you're going to jail, but first you're driving.
You're gonna be
first of all, all right. Let's be safe now.
Why are you in the back seat? I need to sleep a little.
Let's not be reckless. You take the keys. You know what? Why don't you drop me off at home first?
Actually, yeah, stop by this bar real quick. I want to grab a couple.
Stop by. We'll do a couple of shots. Me and you, bro. Couple rounds. Then you drop me off home. Tuck me in.
Is that my ex-wife? Oh, no, it wasn't. Sorry. Damn, a drunk.
We're going to prank call my ex-wife. We're going to toilet paper her house. You're going to drive me home, tuck me in, then you're going to drive yourself to jail. You got that, buddy?
Training day, but it's just Denzel's and alcohol. King Kong! It's 2 p.m. He's at a fucking... He's just in a fucking playground. King Kong! Ain't got shit on me. I'm putting cases on all you motherfuckers. This kid's at a jungle gym.
Yeah.
Sir.
So, if you're asking why this is happening, so the next article sheds some light on it. I mean, we've talked about why before, but this next article coming out of Tennessee actually addresses some of those questions, thank God. So, reading here from WSMV. WSMV always does great work on the police. Again, I love that this podcast has made me so familiar with all these local stations. It's awesome. So shout out WSMV.
It's made me properly pronounce the word Aurora.
Yeah, it's made you properly pronounce the word
That's what I've gained
Aurora, Colorado. Well, it's made you
attempt
it.
Yeah, because I haven't learned.
It's highlighted a problem.
Yeah.
That's knowing is half the battle.
I mostly go, I still said that wrong.
Yeah. So, former Tennessee troopers say DUI quotas led to arrests of sober drivers. Former Tennessee Highway Patrol. So again, both these stories have in common is the internal element of that. There are cops as part of both these departments who are saying that there's a problem here, and still that's not enough for the problem to stop. So former Tennessee Highway Patrol troopers say there's a reason so many innocent people have been arrested for DUI in Tennessee. And I looked it up, and their last reporting, they counted 600 on record, completely sober, arrested for DUI.
Crazy.
So here's what they say. Internal quotas and pressure to make arrests. Surprise, surprise. Ashley Smith and Adam Potts, both former THP troopers, told WSMV4 Investigates that the repeated insistence to increase DUI arrests is inadvertently resulting in innocent people being charged with DUIs. WSMV4 Investigates obtained internal maps emailed to troopers in the Jackson district and recorded audio from a troopers meeting in Chattanooga. So this is pretty cool. They recorded audio, which Smith and Potts say reveals the department's insistence that DUI arrests increase. In the recorded meeting, officials told troopers to, quote, arrest every DUI that you can get your hands on and, quote, load the jail full of them.
What?
The meeting, led by Captain Patrick Turner out of Chattanooga, stipulated that troopers on the midnight shift would be required to make 100 DUI arrests each year.
Each one person?
Yes.
Jesus.
That's what it seems to mean to me, yeah. Despite the recorded statements, the Tennessee Highway Patrol told WSMV4 Investigates in an email that, quote, the Tennessee Highway Patrol does not have or use quotas for traffic stops, citations, or arrests. However, emails obtained through the Open Records Act show Captain Bruce McCarley sent out maps this year with the subject line DUI map. The maps showed every county in District 8 and every trooper with a number next to their name. The former troopers said that the number represented DUI arrests made by each officer. The former troopers said that troopers are incentivized to increase DUI arrests when earning overtime, specifically for drunk driving enforcement. Quote, the advantage of arresting somebody, whether they are really drunk or not, is I continue to get that premium overtime. So that's what we've talked about before on this podcast, that lawyers have pointed out. So this is the first time that I know of that we have cops actually pointing this out.
That they're like, it's the overtime.
Yes, before when we talked about this, it was lawyers who were pointing out that, first of all, cops love their fucking overtime. We'll be talking more about that later on this episode. But when cops are about to get off, their shift is about to end, an easy way to get overtime, if you're a DUI cop, is just fucking pull over someone. Pull over someone, accuse them of DUI, go in, do all the paperwork, check them in, get that extra time logged, and guess what? There's more bonus overtime available, because then when you show up to court to be a witness after this person that you knowingly falsely accused of DUI, potentially ruining their life, when you go in to be a witness, you get paid more overtime to do that. Doesn't matter that they get off because there was absolutely no evidence. You got paid overtime. And so that's a part of it. And then, of course, the quotas. The quotas that every police department will say, we don't have quotas. We don't do quotas. That would be illegal to do quotas. But guess what? They fucking do quotas.
Who's going to lock us up? We the one with the keys.
Exactly.
So, I'm going to, all right, call me. I'll go to jail.
Yeah.
Got myself out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now what?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. So
overtime. It is a fucking specter that is like causing so many I'm sure it's not just DUI arrests that cops are taking advantage of overtime for. I'm sure there's other. I bet this is just one avenue.
Of course,
they take advantage of their overtime with DUI arrests and shit like that. But yeah, damn, that's crazy. That was a crazy run. Now, so cops. So what do we learn? Cops are drinking on the job. They're arresting sober people.
Yeah,
and they making some sweet bread while doing it.
Yeah,
damn.
You know what I love? You know what I love doing? Getting all liquored up, and having a good time with my boys, arresting the innocent. Going out, nothing beats it. Couple of shots, couple of sunrises.
Last night was mad real.
Last night was a movie, y'all. On Instagram stories with all these completely dead sober people next to them, like not laughing, not smiling. Next story, they got handcuffs on them. Next story, they're in the precinct.
Blackout, you wake up with a pile of money and just 18 people in jail. Yeah. Fuck, last night was crazy. How many people did you arrest? Did you have to arrest like 20 people, bro? Fuck. You were on where you were lit. Dude,
that's why you're the man, bro.
He's like, who wants shots? Bow, bow, bow. Fucking niggas up.